here I am at the start of the 2024 Anticlockwise, the lap, and it's dark. It's about 5:45. We get kicked off in about 15 minutes, and I don't really know what's going to happen. It's a bit rainy now, a little bit chilly, forecast to be a fairly decent day for trail running. So there's going to be some hills, there's going to be some trails, be a tiny bit of road, and obviously fantastic views of the lake, which will be Windermere. So yeah, there's about 1,000 people registered, I think. Overall, we're not quite sure whether they're all going to turn up, but I think, yeah, the numbers were certainly into the high 800s when I looked at them. Very, very organised so far. Very happy to see everything happening so smoothly. Car parking's good, really nice base camp, plenty of stuff for campers if that's what you're doing. And yeah, toilet queues are reasonable. So I am going to be checking in probably when it gets light. I think the next time you'll see me is the start, and then shortly after that I'll probably check in for the sunrise. So yeah, hoping to stay fairly dry as we go through the day, but I've got my waterproofs with me as required by the race organisers. So here we go, let's do it.
We're nearly all in, folks, we're nearly all in.
Lap 2024, let's go.
We do have one there.
Trust yourself.
So, how far are we? 6-ish. The sun has risen somewhere, although you probably can't see it, nor can I. Started doing a very muddy, slippery run along the edge of the lake before going up an even muddier and slippery track. And then kind of ended up here, which is quite pretty. And we've seen an example of the conditions which I'm reliably informed are going to clear up sooner. So the advantage of it being this moody earlier on is it shouldn't be this moody later on when the mood starts to dip a little bit. Anyway, here we are. It's kind of thinning out a little bit. Not super busy to start with, to be honest. Definitely tolerated the mass start without waves, so that was all good. And now I'll probably see you at the first feed station, I reckon. I'm going to put my camera away again. Reminds me very much of the Nordics around here. Loads of what were bilberries growing. Nice gentle trail. First feed station. Let's have a look what we have. Say good morning to the horses. Morning, horses. Weather hasn't got a great deal better after we came out the checkpoint. We're on a tarmac section at the moment and kind of enjoying the relief. There was a fairly slippery downhill bit a minute ago. Lots of tree roots and rocks and mud, all the fun technical stuff that stops me videoing. But feeling all right, and still a long way to go. Basically now we've just turned around the bottom corner of the lake and are starting a significant slog up the other side. So next pit stop will be water only. That's in about, I don't know, 10-ish K. And then I think the next one is at the halfway point at around 36K. So that's where we'll have a bag drop with my change of shoes and dry stuff if I need it. So nice facility there. Use it or not. So it is a shoe bag only, so you can't bring a suitcase, which is a shame. All right, see you in a bit. It's really difficult to film just because it's so wet. Trying to keep the microphone dry as well. But, yeah, here it is. We're about 15.5K in so far. Lots of tree roots, lots of puddles. Just lots of general hazards. Probably a message there that I shouldn't be filming as I run. So I'll put the camera away once more. Jeez, look at this. I've been knee deep now into 2 bogs / giant puddles. I don't know what they were, but luckily I just stopped to do my shoes up. Otherwise I would have lost both of my trainers. Not saying I'm having the most fun in this section in this weather, but at some point the promised view will materialise. The first kind of peak that we went over was kind of shrouded in windy, rainy mist, and there's nothing really to see there. So yeah, I'm going to keep going. And I think there's a water stop soon. I might have to rinse my shoes out because they're just full of mud now, which isn't much fun. But hey ho, September in Cumbria. Huzzah! Look, a view. Dare I say it, but it doesn't currently appear to be lashing down with rain. We are 29 and a change kilometres in, going up, as you can probably hear from my breathing, a decent slope. Yeah, there's some better trails, I say, bit of road, not as horrifically muddy as it was before, but yeah, starting to see a bit more scenery, which is nice. So probably next chat we'll be at the halfway point. Whee! It's still raining, but it's kind of the fine rain that soaks you through. There's a technical term for it. Haven't checked to see if I'm covered in snot, so sorry about that. But coming roughly up to halfway now, sort of gravelly track, undulating rather than too technical. Just gone past a feed station, which I didn't video just because, well, it was very much like the last one I showed you. And this is gate number 3000. Ooh, downhill and tarmac. I'll take that, thank you. Right, that was the lake. Promised you views. Another big hill,
and get to go down again. I think there's another fairly decent hill coming up before what's called the halfway point, but I think it's a bit past the halfway point. Feeling a bit tired, it's just a bit wet and miserable, but you know, nice route, just a bit too soggy for my liking, but good people, well staffed, all that sort of business. Nothing to fault with the organisers. So there we go, the hood's still on. Glad I spent hours styling my hair this morning in preparation for this. And let's have some more mud for a bit. So I think we're roughly halfway now. Sorry for the lighting. More or less stopped raining, and I'm keeping my hood up anyway, mainly for warmth until we get to the midpoint, and then I think I'll probably change my clothes. I've got some dry socks, dry top, and dry clean shoes. So that could be just a ticket, to be honest. So yeah, that's what it currently looks like. They did promise it would clear up from about 11, and it's 11:30 now, and seems to be more or less the case. So I'll leave you to it for a minute. I'll try and concentrate on where I'm putting my feet. Look at that hair. Looks like I've been caked in hair gel or something. It's not a good look, is what I'm trying to say. Hood's down. It's just started spitting again, so I'll probably put it back up. We're just approaching the 40k mark now, which has revealed some very pleasant countryside. It's a little bit uphill, so I'm saving my energy. Nothing much else to report. It's there's a few people about, but not loads. It felt a lot more congested at the beginning. Either they've all gone past, or everyone's kind of slowed down, or basically abandoned in that horrible mud earlier on. I think quite a few, according to the organisers, didn't show up this morning because of the weather. Decided better of it. The consolation is it's going to be even worse tomorrow before being fairly beautiful for the next few days. So I'm spending a bit more time up here anyway. So hopefully I'll get tomorrow to sit drinking beer in the hot tub. Yeah. And then following days, sort of nice recovery walks and sunny days. So, is that fast enough to run? I don't think it is. I'm going to keep walking. It's better that way. So you may not have seen, I'm going to show you. Just going down there, some people running down. Small puddles, but not super muddy ones. And I'm pretty sure the thingy halfway point is going down there somewhere. Find out in a minute, I suppose.
Anyone, any soup, tea or coffee?
Sorry? You put your bag in the room. Have you done your bag? I've done a bag, but it's in there, but I haven't bothered to go and get it. Yeah, so what you want to do?
Halfway point, which luckily is over halfway. Very well stocked. I've got a clean set of layers on, basically. So nice warm clean socks and a new t-shirt and another base layer in case it gets a bit windy later on. I can always take it off if I don't need it, but yeah, that was very welcome, to be honest. So I'm just walking because I've just had a bit of vegetable soup and don't want to end up getting my usual stitch. And then I've got the horrible feeling that we're going to have to go up to some rather big hills next. So that'll be fun, but it has stopped raining, which is great.
light scrambling there. Yeah, the hood's back on, but that's more for the wind. Going up there. More bogs. Managed to miss them. Good. Bogs 3, Stephen 1, I think. The bogs are still very much in charge, but I'm clawing back some dignity. On a hill like this, has this water never heard of gradients? I've never seen anything like it. Obligatory pile of rocks. Top of the hill. Yeah, that's actually a pretty spectacular view. And there's the top of another hill. I'm going to subtitle all this later. I've done pitifully on remembering the various landmarks, but other stuff to do, you know? And that's what the internet's for, and that's what editing is for. So I'm going to make good use of both of them. But for now, I'm going to enjoy a nice bit of downhill. Whee! Quick interruption. We've just gone past 50k and we're coming into Ambleside. This tarmac has never felt better. So apparently this is the worst bit coming up, i.e. the biggest climb. Already done a decent amount of it, but as you can see there's very much more to go, and then the inevitable down the other side part. But we're at 53.5k, so reaching that all important 20k to go mark, which I think is important. And then psychologically somewhat easier, and then into the magic single figures. we are, hello by the way, we are 59k in, and conditions are a lot better now. I know there's one more hill to go, but I've been informed by multiple people it's nowhere near as bad as the previous ones, and those descents were really quite unpleasant. Apparently both descents are way harder than the ascents if you flip them around. So, lucky us. Which I think all that is heavenly and holy is the last summit. So fantastic view of the lake down there, and not super far to go, about 10k to go. So that's great. God, that's
You
so
did it,
hard.
it's finished. Well done.
Smiling while you cry. Most definitely insane. Oh, I caught you smiling while you were holding back the pain. Smallest chance that you hold through. You thought nobody